Okay, I'm making a video of the 2014 Infiniti QX80 that we have for sale. Just wanted to give people a sense for the vehicle and point out a couple things that you'd probably want to know about. We have, like I mentioned in the post, relatively brand new tires, about 6 months old, so there's probably about just 7,000 miles on those tires. And really the vehicle's in great shape. I'll just point out a couple things. There's a little tiny door ding right there. You can't even really see it, and a couple chips on that door. Nothing too terrible, but at least wanted to point them out. And around the back here we have, I've ordered a replacement and have paid for a replacement plate that goes in there. Ours just fell off, and it's color matched and the whole thing. You also might see we have a ding there and a little ding there from a when we were backing up into a trailer once, so that was kind of a bummer. Otherwise, in pretty good shape. Car looks really pretty and clean. There's a tiny little ding right there. Just can't get that out. And then a little bit of scuffing on this running board that we bumped into something there. And we have a little, I don't even know, I wouldn't call it kind of a scratch right there that we haven't been able to get that buffed out. But otherwise, the outside of the vehicle is really in great shape. Now, one other thing that we wanted to do is just open up all the doors and give you a sense for what the inside looks like. And you'll see that we don't have any doormat or floor mats in. We have lots of floor mats, and I'll show you those here at the end, but we just wanted to give everyone a sense of exactly how the car looked without floor mats, just so you know how well, how clean we really think it is. So let me just get everything opened up here and we'll give you a quick tour. So, oh, sorry about that. Get that towel out of there. So, doors all look real clean. Here we have the carpets and the car seats. It's got about 42,000 miles on it, like we said before. Maybe I'll just fire it up here real fast. There you can see, I think, 41,800 miles. It's got a good navigation system in it. Has a DVD player. We have XM radio. Here, I don't know if you can see this down here. We have the seat heaters for both sides. This switch automatically flips the back seats up. This is the heated steering wheel. A lot of extra power. Passenger side, heated seats. You know, this whole thing, this pops open nice. Here's a cord for connecting like your phone to the audio system in the vehicle. And on the passenger side, again, all in pretty good shape. Everything looks real clean. I hope, well, I think you'll think it looks clean. Obviously, that'll be up to you to decide. So, we've got a sunroof here on the vehicle. And then the back seat. Doors are all real clean. We've got it really cleaned up quite nicely here. You can kind of see in the carpet areas. Now, these are the headrests, have the video monitors in them on both sides. And what's neat about this is the way the system's set up. The kids can be listening to a movie through the back seat, and then the rest of the car can be playing something that is not necessarily the same thing. So the kids can be listening to a movie, and you can be listening to radio or some music from your phone. These seats then fold down and pop up very easily like that for access to the back. And hopefully you can see back here, again, everything's really pretty clean. We would of course have mats in, and we'll show the mats here in a little bit. The way this works then, that back seat can fold down, and again, really clean. Look, everything's in good shape. You have these buttons on the side that control how the back seat rolls. Comes on down, and it really opens up to a significant storage area once all of those seats are out of the way. As we look back here, we've got just a little bit of nicking on the plastic there, and got a little scratch right there, and back over here there's a little bit of a black mark that we just can't get out, but it's pretty mild, pretty small, and everything generally looks pretty good. So what I'll do is just come over here to this final area so you can get a sense everything's still pretty clean. We'll just take all of this. We store these just in the door wells for the kids. They have a little remote control where they can control their destiny. And then this seat folds back the same and to the entire area. So this all typically folds down pretty nicely and pretty flat. And then here's just final look in the passenger side, just so you can get a sense for how clean things are. Now, I mentioned before we have all these floor mats. You'll see the light colored ones. We really have not used those very much at all, but they're certainly available, and they all hook in with those nice hooks, and they stay in place really well. And then we have a whole bunch of rubber mats for the winter. You'll notice I have the car jack, and the inside that cover is a tool that allows you to get access to the spare tire. Normally that is stored here in the back of this little storage compartment, but in our case we have installed a very substantial upgraded sound system. So I have 2 amplifiers here, one that drives 4 very high-end speakers up in the front. For those of you who might be audiophiles, these are Focal component speakers, and this is an ARC audio 4-channel amp. And then we have a big monoblock subwoofer for a customized, our monoblock amp for a customized subwoofer that's put in over here. So, depending on who buys it, if you would like me to keep this high-end audio equipment in the car, I'm happy to do that. You just need to be aware that there's not traditional room for the jack and the spare tire retriever. Spare tire is stored right underneath here, and it's a full spare, and it's in great shape. It's never been used. And so what I do is when I'm going on a long trip, I'll take that equipment and I'll just find a spot for it in the car temporarily. But if you don't want to mess with all that, we can reinstall the original stock audio equipment, which was perfectly good audio equipment, and then I can have the spare tire and the equipment for the spare tire put here, and I'll take these amplifiers out. It's just up to you, however you'd like to handle it. So there you go, that's the vehicle. Contact us if you have any interest. Thank you.